Okay, it really, really helps if you turn the microphone on. Hello, I do apologise for that. Yeah, it's, let me restart the timer then in that case. Oh dear, yes, more fun and games. Today, oops, hold on. Oh, it's one of those things. Right, let's see, where are we going? We go there, we go there, we do that, we press that, we push that, we say yes to that, and we click on that. Yeah, it's been one of those days where, from a technical point of view, if it can go wrong, I've just done it wrong again. You wouldn't believe this. If I tried to do this, right, okay, take a deep breath. It's been a day of technical problems. Let's just say that since early this morning until, well, for the last 12 hours or more, we've had technical issues. Start with your feet together. Sorry, and I've got one more thing to adjust on here. Right, start with your feet together. Gently, slowly circle the hips. Nice and gentle. Bend the knees a little bit. Just relax. The day has been fraught with technical issues, and they're not finished. I've had one of my main websites for my Tai Chi program offline pretty much all day. Keep going, nice and gentle. Very relaxed. If it's the end of the day for you, then this will be a calming session. Change direction with the hips. If, however, you happen to be, let me see, if you're viewing this live stateside, then it's okay. It's afternoon time, isn't it? So it'll be just pleasant. I don't think we'll have many people watching this live as a morning session, but obviously recorded, it could be a morning session. Nice and gentle. Trying to relax the ankles, relax the knees, relax the hips. Really very small. Very precise, I suppose you would say, movements. And now let's do the opposite. Take the feet out more than shoulder width. Circle the hips. Focus on circling the hips, letting tension go out from the body. Keep going. Obviously, in my case, because of the day I've had, there's plenty of tension to let out the body. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had how much Tai Chiing today? 2 hours, couple of hours of Tai Chi. Yes, various things happening, but the computer problems were frustrating. Other direction. Technical support people, mainly in Bulgaria. Brilliant, absolutely super duper people. But there's only a limit to what tech support can do when you have a range of problems. Some of the problems which are not within their mandate. So then you have to Google things, and then you have to guess at things and hit buttons and avoid hitting the computer, which is tempting sometimes. Nice big circles. Well, they're not big circles, but nice circles. Now bring the feet in slightly, hold the lower body still, and start with small upper body circles. These can probably be a little bit faster than the lower body circles that you were doing. But find your own speed, your own range of movement. Now here, when it dings, we're going to change direction. Change direction. If you find keeping the head in line with the body makes you feel a bit dizzy, you can kind of cheat and try and keep focused on something in front of you. But I actually find that's more difficult, so each to their own. Now we're going to try and go fairly slowly, but what I would call medium circles. Change direction. And now the biggest circles you can manage. Change direction. And relax. Gently raise a leg and an arm in front. If you want to go a bit faster, you can. If you want to keep it slow, you can. Breathing in and out through the nose, if you can. Go to opposite leg and arm. Go back to same side, leg and arm, but take it diagonally across the body. Opposite leg and arm diagonally across the body. And relax. I'm going to come into camera, bend the legs, circle the shoulders. No need for speed, but there is a need for a full range of motion. As big a range of motion as you can manage. Change direction. If you can, sit back and down ever so slightly. Let the legs relax and bend a little. change direction. Try and make the circles a little bit bigger if you can. Working the chest muscles, doing a lot of work for me in the back muscles. Other direction. As I think I've mentioned before, I find I look down quite a lot when I'm doing this neck exercise. No idea particularly why, just something that I happen to do. I don't know if it's good, bad or indifferent. Circle the arms. I'm going backwards. You can go backwards if you like. You can go forwards. It is a free choice because we're going to change and go the other way in 18 seconds time anyway. Nice relaxed arms. Change direction. Excuse me. Itchy nose. Change direction, try and go a bit faster if you can, but keep it controlled. Make sure you're comfortable with the motion, the movement. Change direction. I'm not going as fast forwards. It's not as easy for me. I suspect it depends on the muscle development across the front and back of the body, whichever is stronger or whatever. And relaxed. Flap the hands side to side. And then chop the hands up and down. And then relax the arms down, turn the head side to side. Look to the front, nod the head up and down. Look to the front, take one ear, then the other ear up towards the ceiling. Take the head forwards and then backwards, pulling the chin in. Take the head side to side, keeping the head upright. Tuck the chin, turn the head, keeping the chin lightly touching the chest. take the chin, or the whole head actually, in a nice gentle U shape. Can be quite slow, nice and relaxed. And relax. Okay, I'm going to kind of ignore the timer, but it'll be in the background. Sit on the floor. Your hands can be behind you to start with. Your legs may be, your knees may be up like this, or they may be fairly flat. Just depends how open your hips are. If you can, bring your hands forward and grab whatever is comfortable. I'm going to grab my toes, I'm going to pull them in towards, pulling the heels in towards the body. I'm then going to try and adjust my posture so I'm sitting as straight up as possible. And I'm just going to rest here, allowing the weight of my legs to gently open and stretch into the groin, what the Chinese would call the quad, where the legs join the body, basically, sort of. I think we call it the inguinal crease in Western parlance. Not really paying a lot of attention to the timer anymore. I'm paying more attention just to my body and waiting for it to relax, and it has relaxed a bit, so I should just pull it in a little bit more. The trick with stretching is, well, the tricks with stretching, be gentle to yourself. Relax. Do not fight your own body. Listen to your own body. Be relaxed. Have I said be relaxed? Be more relaxed. Put the feet out comfortably in front of you. Put your hands behind to sit up straight, or put the hands wherever you can. Now the trick here is to try and keep the back fairly straight. It's very easy to come forward if you bend the spine, but we actually want, I would like, to have my spine fairly straight. So the stretch is the legs, I'm pulling back gently on the toes. There's a little stretch in the shoulders because they're doing a bit of work, and there is a stretch in the base of the spine, and I'm relaxing. And it's not too much of a stretch, right? It's a gentle stretch. Many years ago, I was on a course where somebody talked about, amongst other things, talked about stretching, and he was talking about the body being an adaptive mechanism, and he was saying the trick to stretching is little and often. Emphasis on the word often. You don't have to do, well, you shouldn't do like an hour's stretching once a week. You're better off doing 5 minutes stretching in the morning, 5 minutes stretching in the evening every day, or 5 days a week. That will give you better results overall. You're not trying to pull muscles or tear muscles, you're just trying to gently lengthen them. Okay, if you can, take one foot over the other. If you can't, just rest the foot by the side. But if you can, take one foot over the other and grab either the ankle or the toes. And you're just pulling back, stretching forward. You should feel the stretch along here. You may feel it in the calf. You may feel it in the back. I feel it pretty much across the back. I also feel it in the back of the neck, which leads me to think I need to relax there a little bit more. I'm actually going to relax off slightly. Gently, gently. Relax, change legs. Put the leg over or on the inside, whichever works for you. Grab wherever works for you. I mean, some people are so flexible they can just sort of go flat forward and the hands touch the other side of the room. I am not that flexible. You're obviously also stretching out the hip muscles there a little bit, just the weight of the leg. Also, the weight of the leg on this leg helps keep the knee down, so the knee doesn't rise up, which would be cheating. And we don't want to cheat. Well, you don't want to cheat, especially if you get caught. No. I never was a cheat. Cheating doesn't float my boat. Oh, except in that card game, which I think is called Cheat, where you're meant to cheat, so it's not really cheating. I worry about the way my brain works, if it works at all. Okay, now, take the feet, legs even, take the legs comfortably wide. If you're not comfortable with this, put your hands behind you on the floor and just sort of push forwards a little. If you are comfortable, just put your hands on the floor in front. You're just going to leave them there for a minute. And you're just letting your body hopefully just come past the vertical, so your body is leaning ever so slightly forward. And then, when you feel like it, crawl your hands forward a little bit. And then, sorry, excuse me, itchy nose. Then you'll allow your body to go forward just a little bit. And you stay there, thinking great thoughts. Now, I will use the timer, I think. I will crawl my hands forwards. Just let the body fall forwards a bit more. So the arms are stretched out, not overly so, but just enough. And the sort of friction between the palms of the hands and the floor is what helps my body go forwards. And I just concentrate on relaxing. And I think I'm relaxed enough that I can go a little bit further forward and take the arms a little bit, or the hands a little bit further forward. Just also stretching out my legs a little bit. They were bending and I want them straight-ish. I'm going to find I can relax forward and go forward a bit more, so I will. So I've ignored the timer there because I found within my own body that it was relaxing, which is what I'm sort of saying to it. Relax, relax, relax. And then you can creep forward a bit more. Gently bring the hands in, straighten up. Take the body from side to side. I like to do this little pointy finger thing, but it's not necessary. You could do it that way or that way. It's just about having the body going gently side to side. So the spine is fairly erect. You're sitting up fairly straight, just bending from side to side. Nice and gentle. And next, I'm just going to take the feet out a little bit more because I think they're comfortable with that. And I'm going to go to one side, and then I'm going to go towards the leg, then I'm going to go towards the middle, then I'm going to go towards the other leg, then I'm going to the other side, and I'm going to come back to here, then I'm going the opposite direction, to that side, to this leg, to the centre, to the other leg, to the other side, come back, give myself a second, side, Leg, I'm going to go down a little bit further because I can. I'm not pushing it, I'm letting it happen. I'm relaxing down. Back to the center. Side. Relaxing down. Relaxing down. Relaxing. Relaxing. Back to the center. Push the legs out a little bit there. I think they crept in. Side. Leg. Front. Other leg. Side. Center. One more, I think. Side. Leg. Center. Leg. Side. Taking the feet out. I'm going to come down, I'm going to hold the ankles. And again, I'm just going to, keeping my back straight, I'm just trying to let my body fold forwards. Not a huge amount of flexibility here, but that's okay. Who you are, who I am, is who I am. Who you are is who you are. It's a process. If we stretch gently and regularly, we will get more flexible. Or even, and I'm going to sit up and I am going to go back to the first exercise that we did for the legs. Even if you don't get more flexible, as you get older, what you're trying to do is not get less flexible. I'm 68. Now, I am no way in the top 10% of people that are flexible for my age. I might not even be in the top 20, but I'd be willing to bet a very, very small amount of money, 50 pence English money, $1 US, that I'm probably in the top 50% from a flexibility point of view. And if I'm not, so be it. Okay, arms behind, feet out in front, just gently